Happy Tip Tuesday, golfers. That's pretty good, Jake. Where'd that one go?
76, spot on.
Not bad. Well, 1 yard long. That's okay. Today we're working on partial pitch shots. Those shots that approach the green. Not really short game shots, but these are the real birdie makers or par savers when you're getting a little close. And I find a lot of people ask a lot, or I know a lot of people ask a lot about how do you control these shots. And the one thing you don't want to do, Jake, is go back too far and then decelerate on the way down. So
yeah, I couldn't agree more.
We see that a lot. All right, let's start with the setup, first of all. So let me jump into another shot here. And you're going to see my stance isn't really wide because I don't have a lot of leg drive here. We tell people about hip width is fine. The ball should be a little forward, but again, because we don't have a lot of leg drive, the teaching is kind of under that lead ear, just forward of center. Nice centered position. Now, if I want to move the ball back or hands and weight a little forward to flight the ball down, I can. But we're talking about a stock pitch shot here.
Yeah, absolutely. Learning how to hit those kind of different flighted shots, especially if you're in bin positions, is a great thing to do. But you want to start with a baseline shot that you can use most of the time and build off that.
Yeah, I think this is really important. And you think about a basketball player throwing the basketball from different areas. Nothing beats practice. You've got to figure out how to move your arm and how much force to get that ball into the basket. And to hit it 70 yards, 80 yards, 90 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards, we've got to do the same thing. So I'm going to hit one more, Jake, and let's talk about the motion here. Go ahead, go for it.
So I think one thing everyone should notice is how much he's rotating and turning his body. So even though it's a smaller, more rhythmic golf swing, it's still a body-led motion. I think one of the mistakes a lot of people make is they just try to use their arms only on these shots to be a little softer than when they're turning and hitting the ball
keeping
harder.
the head down. Again, that thought, right? Which is not a great thought.
Yeah, no, not at all. But, you know, if you can sync your arm and body swing up properly, how much you turn and how you use your body will give you more control over the length of your swing and therefore make you better at picking your yardage.
Yeah, it sets that rhythm too. Because it's a shorter shot, we want a little bit softer rhythm with everything. So I'm going to swing back for a 75-yard shot and stop here, Jake. And I hope golfers can see that I turn my chest quite a bit, and I'm really just trying to control where I set my hands. You know, if I set my arm here in front of my chest or here, and then move through the golf ball, that's how we change the distance. We're not trying to always go back and then hit a little softer every single time. That's super important.
Absolutely, and when we do that, we also want to make sure we then turn through the golf ball and follow through. Not artificially big. It's not like the finish has to be full if you're making a smaller backswing, but you definitely should allow yourself to kind of accelerate through the golf ball and flight that ball properly as a result.
That's pretty good right there. You can see my finish is a little bigger than my backswing. The foot's up, but I'm not all the way around. It's just a calmer version of a fairway shot.
Totally, absolutely.
Okay, there it is, golfers. This is a really important part of your game. Get yourself set up with a little bit narrower stance, ball just a little bit forward of center, and then it's all about using the body and setting the arms in a different spot, controlling the length of the backswing to control the velocity into the golf shot. That nice pitching rhythm, you hit a bunch of these, you'll get a lot better.